Hey, this is Ayana Cross here, and I wanted to shoot this video to answer questions that I've received in my Facebook inbox to go over the Facebook ad promotion program. And so I wanted to just kind of answer the questions that you may have to give you a little bit more clarification on what this is in case it wasn't explained to you properly. I'm also going to use this as a training video. So I probably um, will give this out to my team members as well so that those of you that are super new can use this as a reference to get more information in regards to the program, but also share it with your prospects just in case you kind of have questions yourself. Okay, so we'll just make it so that I'll give you a link that you can use to share with individuals who are interested in the program so that you don't kind of stumble over what this is. So essentially, let me go ahead and give you a little background information about myself, and then we'll get into what this program is. My name is Ayana Cross, and I have been in the sales arena for the past 10 years. 6 of those, I have been partnered with a network marketing company. And so, I have, I guess I delve into sales because I like it and I'm able to connect with individuals. But moreover, I just like to see people win. A lot of people come to me from network marketing and they're wondering how you should be able to grow your business. And so basically what I've done is I've taken, the sales experience that I have and the marketing experience that I have and just kind of marry the two so that we can do this the traditional way, chest to chest, get out here and talk to as many people as we can. But when that warm market runs out, we're able to, expand our market online. So, um, in showing people how to do that, we ran across this particular program. And so this now serves as a practice field for individuals to learn how to market. So they don't, for those people who don't have a network marketing company or they don't have their own product or service, they can use this as a practicing tool so they can earn while they learn. To me, that is the best way to gain experience is so that the things that you're learning, you can implement them and start making some income. So with that said, the Facebook marketing program that I've been promoting is essentially us being able to lease out space on our Facebook ad page that we already didn't know we had. Right? When I first started marketing this, I would pose a question each day. And one of the questions was if you could lease out your garage that you aren't using, would you? Right? Let's say you have a 2-car garage and you only have 1 car, and someone wanted to lease out that space, that second car space, and they're not going to park a car in there, but they're just going to lease it out and they're going to pay you to do so. Like, would you take advantage of that? Now, there were some people that gave me a resounding yes. And for those individuals, I immediately sent this information over. They were able to understand exactly what I was talking about and they got started. Then I had individuals who needed more clarification on what it was that I was talking about. Like, why would you lease out your garage? You could use that for storage, which didn't really have anything to do with the question, but I still sent them information and a video to kind of further explain what it was that I was talking about. Then I had individuals who was saying stuff like, well, I don't have a garage, so it doesn't apply to me. Or they would say, well, why would you lease out your garage? I mean, you can just put your car in there. Like they just weren't getting it. So I just learned that this program wasn't for them. Okay. So I say all of that to say that before you even get started with this, some will, some won't. So what? Right? Move on to the next person if they don't. My 16-year-old son broke this down for me after I explained it to him, and he said, this is like giving out samples in front of the food restaurant in the mall. It was like you can give a sample to somebody, they may take it, they may not, they may say no thank you. And I just looked at him and I was like, you're absolutely right, son. I was like, but does that make you not want to give them out? He was like, no, because you'll give them out to somebody and someone will stand in line and purchase. You give it out to somebody, someone will take the sample, they'll eat it, they'll keep on moving, and then someone will say no thank you. So as long as you, if your goal is to give out as many samples as you can, then you will always make money. So same thing here. We are giving away information, right? These individuals who get started with this don't pay a dime. They are actually getting paid to be able to lease out their ad space, right? So no one's paying, to get started, nothing like that. Where the real money lies is the referral. So essentially, you get started with the program, they pay your $20. Now that you've gotten paid, now you can tell someone about it. You're not going to tell anyone about anything until it's worked for you. Right? So you get started with this, you allow them to place an ad within your ad page, and then they pay your $20. Now you want to tell as many people as you can that, hey, you can get paid to lease out your ad space. That's essentially all I'm doing when I do these posts. So let's get into it. So essentially, you have to meet the requirements. You have to have a computer or a laptop. This will not work from a tablet. You cannot do it from your phone. Now, you can market from your phone because that's really what I do, but that's different. In order to get this set up, you have to have a computer or a laptop. You must have at least 100 or more friends on Facebook. Okay? You have to have had your Facebook page for at least a year or more, and you have to be active daily. When we mean active daily, you don't have to post daily, but you just need to access the app from your phone. It has to be accessed, like you have to use it because they don't want to market on dormant accounts. And you must live in the United States. This is only for you U.S. residents. All right, so essentially, as I stated before, the steps to this is once you qualify, then you'll download a program called TeamViewer. TeamViewer allows the programmer to place the ad on your ad page. Why? Someone asked me this. Why can't I place the ad myself? Number one, most people weren't even aware that an ad page was available. So if you're not aware that an ad page was available, the programmer probably is not going to trust you with placing the ad, and you don't even really want that responsibility. These are their clients, right? We are just basically, like I say, the garage that they're going to park this car in. So with them being the client, we just basically lease out the space. So what we do is we download TeamViewer, they log in, they place the ad on our ad page. This is a two-step process. So in 2 days, or on day 3, essentially 2 more days after you start, they will need to log in and double check the ad to make sure it's running properly, make sure it doesn't have to be troubleshooted, that kind of stuff. Then they will, after that's done, 2 days after that, you can expect payment. And the referral and the referrer and the referee get paid on the same day. So once your ad has been placed and is good to go for 2 weeks, then they'll issue the payment. Like I said, it's a two-step process. They're going to place the ad on day 1, then 2 days later, which is day 3, they're going to add, update, check that page out, and you're good to go. What are the payments? The account holder is going to get paid $20, for participating in the program, and the referrer is going to get paid $60. And then once you are ready to be, to refer other individuals, then you'll get paid $60, and they get paid $20 for participating. So that's how that works. So that's also how you need to make your goals. So if you're looking to do 2 a day, which should yield you $120 for, per day, then, have that in mind when you are promoting. Let's see, what else? Let me go to the frequently asked questions. That way we can kind of, okay. Will any of my private information be needed? No. Basically, this is a safe method for them to access the ad. They don't need your login, they don't need your password, they don't need anything, um, from you, basically. They say how the ad be paid. This is an advertising agent. They use a company credit card to pay for all of their advertising. You will never be asked to pay for anything. Nothing gets charged to anything. Let's see. How long will the ad run on an account? It says 8 weeks, but it's usually around 2 weeks depending on the advertiser. Remember, the advertiser is actually paying to place these ads, and so they're usually run in 2 week time frames. That's what we've been seeing. How much money can you make? The cost to join our team is free, and it's totally up to you to make as much money as you like. Just you got to make a goal. When will you be paid? Payments are made 48 to 72 hours after the second step. They pay via Square Cash or PayPal. At one time, I think they were doing Circle, so you just need to have an email address and they will send it to you that way. It's completely free. There's nothing to cost. They pay $20 for joining. All right, so these were basically the questions that people were asking me. If you want to get, if this was enough information for you and you want to get started, then you can either inbox me here on Facebook or on Instagram, because this will be posted from both places, or you can text me. My phone number is 336 600 1876. And this was actually an ad that I made up. And so this is kind of how I market. And I'll just kind of give you this tip here. I made this using an online tool, for photos and stuff like that. And so basically, I posted this on Facebook and Instagram. There, they can either inbox me. But this is also a flyer. I had this printed from Kinko's. I think it's now called FedEx. But I have this printed out and I drop it off basically everywhere I go. I keep it in my purse. And so, and on the back of it is basically my website for them to get more information, essentially where I was reading from here. And, and so we will share this information with you. You can put it on the back of a card for individuals, like when you go out and about and you see individuals that, or you meet somebody that says, hey, they're looking for a part-time job. Who does this work for? This works for college students. It works for me. I'm a working professional, and this income here helps to offset the overhead for my business. So I love it. This works for high school students. Now, how does this work? As long as they meet the requirements here, there isn't an age requirement. As long as they meet the requirements here. So, this is something that your teenager can learn to do and make very good money instead of getting a part time job making minimum wage. So, if you've got some parents out there, I'd love to talk to your teen. I have two teenagers who is somewhat interested. I'll be honest. They want to be out and about, work in the mall. But once they get those paychecks, I bet they'll come back to me to show the difference. But this is something a teenager can do. They are on their phones all the time, and we actually provide you with the photos that you can use, or you can make your own. Which I've decided to do. I like to make my own so I can stand out. We make memes all the time, so um, I like to stand out with mine, but I don't want to keep rambling. If you're interested, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to get you started. If not, thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great evening.